Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Sunniva.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at our top 10 heavy games.
Heavy games, we love heavy games.
Yeah, we do.
It's kind of like the thing that we like the most.
Yeah.
Like if I had to choose to only play one type of game again and I always had the right people to play with, I would choose to play heavy games.
Heavy, medium?
Maybe medium heavy.
Yeah.
So these are like the heaviest of the heavy. I think if I only could play these, I wouldn't play games every day.
No, that's true. I try to pick games that I know melt my brain, but I love it. Yeah.
Like, you know that feeling after 3 hours and you just feel like you're so kind of just tired and your brain is nothing more of it and you...
Yeah, and some of them are just like, what did I even accomplish?
yeah, and that's a great feeling. Like, I did move one cube over here in 6 hours. That was amazing.
It gave me 1 point.
You know that those games that gives you the feeling everyone around the table is sitting like this?
Yes.
That's the best. Like, I remember an old heavy cardboard picture, which just was that, which just is purely how I feel when I play heavy games.
Yeah.
Like if everybody's like that, and after you do something, another one do something, I'm like, oh, I screwed up now.
Yeah.
Now I lost. That's like always. It's kind of strange to like that, but we enjoy those heavy crunchy games.
Yeah, I'm not that into 18xx games because I feel like they're more work than they are fun. So I think that finding that balance is really important. That it can be crunchy and melt your brain, but it also needs to be fun when you play it.
So I have games on this list with crazy rules, with not too many rules. Like the rules isn't always what makes a game heavy.
No, I agree.
Because that is always, we're not going to do like 20 minutes of discussion here, but that's always the interesting discussion about what does make a game heavy.
Yes.
And we didn't really try to do it, but I think like all the games on our list are about 3.7 on Board Game Geek. So on the way up to 4 and over 4. There really isn't any games there that are... I think there's almost no games that's over 4.5.
No.
So almost 4.5 is basically almost like the heaviest game. Somebody's going to be in comments like, this game, like a campaign to Africa or something, again, that's 60,000 hours long. That might be fine because it's so long. But should we get to the list?
Yeah, we should.
Because you will see what we think of as heavy games when you see this list.
Yeah.
So do you want to start?
Yeah, I can start. I have to check.
And I'm really excited I'm really excited because I'm really not sure how many crossovers we're gonna have.
Yeah,
I know there's a couple of ones I have. I know one I know that I'm 99% you don't have, but we will see when it comes to that. So let's start with your number 10.
My number 10 is Gaia Project, and this is like second edition. Yeah, made a new game of Terra Mystica.
Yeah.
And Terra Mystica, I don't enjoy it that much. Gaia Project have basically taken all of the things I love about Terra Mystica and done it better and taken away those things that I didn't enjoy. And we don't play this often at all. It doesn't hit the table very often. But I really...
Yeah.
I think it's a really great game. And it melts my brain.
It's a game I would like to play again.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it is in the collection. I think it will always stay in the collection. It is a really good game. I am really bad at it. Yeah. I remember one time I played, I basically forgot to get points. I think it was like 10. Yeah. And all the others were like 80, 90 points. Yeah, and it's kind of... I some games... It's one of those games... A lot of these heavy games are like this. So I'm not going to say this for most games. Like every time you play, I forget that at the end of the game you can actually accomplish something.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, it's like, okay, I'm not going to do anything now, and then in turn 6 you'll be like, oh, no, I can do this and this and this.
Yeah, I like that.
Some of these games are like that, and I feel like Gaia Project is you're trying to build that engine up and getting better at stuff, choosing what technologies to go up. Yeah. I love this game. It's great.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's your number 10.
That's my number 10.
My number 10 is a game that also was on our top 10 worker placement game from last week. Cool. So it's Vinyos.
Yeah, nice.
The new version, and basically the game that should be on this list is the 2010 version with the bank. Yeah. That we have played a couple of times. Yeah. We played the 2016 version quite a bit, and then we tried out the other one, and I do enjoy that more. The one with the bank. The one with the bank.
The one with the bank.
So yeah, Vinyos. We have spoken a lot about it.
Yeah.
Not too much to say. It's a great game from Italian, a heavy, crunchy game. Not enough actions. You have so few actions to try to get that wine and try to be good at those the competition and selling it and everything. So I love the game.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's super tight. My brain melts thinking about it. It's really enjoyable.
That's my number 10, Vinos.
Yeah, cool. My number... I have to check again.
Yeah, I don't remember my list in my head.
My number 9 is Wildcatters.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't think I would like Wildcatters because it's a lot of interaction. It's a lot of... I won't say conflict, but you're engaging very much in each other's stuff.
Yes.
And you can like basically make someone lose but yeah, it depends on the players we played with, how much I enjoyed it, I think.
Yeah.
When people are playing as nice as they... What's best for them instead of what's the worst, the baddest for the other. But you're like drilling for oil and you're trying to like squeeze in some oil rigs on each other's like plots, something, areas to drill for oil. That name. And this you really want to like consider what actions you're going to take, because the game flies by. It's a long game, but you feel like you have too little time, like always.
I love it. From the drafting of the cards to the interaction, there is maybe like the you can get lucky with the cards, but you also know how many there is of each card. So if see that people have them, they won't come up, so you can play on that. So it's not like draw a random card and see what happens.
That's true.
Also, the thing that with the interaction, it's kind of can be harsh, like in the end of the game, if you send to someone's platform and they need to pay you shares. And it's hard to always have enough stock of your shares, but you need to have that, because what might happen, like we played a game, 3 players, and this is basically a 4-player game. It's obviously best with 4 players. Because you have to play with dummies. It has to be 4 players in the game.
Yeah.
So if you are 3 players, that's dummy. If you're 2 players, I would never play a 2-player. That's 2 dummies. 2 dummies, and that's the people playing. Yeah. If it's us. But the thing that can happen, basically what happened there is that you chose to deliver to not mine, but to Christian's platform, and he lost because of that. I would have lost if you went to mine.
Yeah.
But then, really, I think if you play it more and you get better, you will try to mitigate that and try to have enough of your shares and be able to pay that out.
And it's so interesting, like, getting points in this game, because you're just like, okay, do I want to survive and not take loans, or do I want to actually get points. In a rich majority? This game is hard, but I like it.
So that's your number 9.
Yes.
My number 9, this is a great transition because it's about oil.
Oh.
It's Pipeline.
Okay, cool.
Pipeline is one of those games that it's from this year, so it's kind of new. But it's one of those heavy games where I feel like I get nothing done.
Yeah.
Where I feel like, I have this one action now and I can do one thing and I can buy that one pipe, and it's really, really tight. And trying to not take too many loans, trying to get that engine going where you actually earn money. It can be really, like, the first time you play, it's like driving into a wall because you have no idea what you're doing, and you'll be like, oh, I have no money now and I cannot sell any oil, and I lost. And you get
just
better,
going to take another loan.
and you will get better at it, which is a great feeling of actually. I've played it like 3-4 times. It's a super good game, and I really love everything about it. The tile laying, it's like kind of like a super advanced Carcassonne. Like, it's a tile laying game where you try to manipulate or try to make a pipeline or a network of pipes to transform oil into better oils. You can buy machines to make it better, and all of this costs money which you don't have, but you're trying to get it. And it's a really great game.
Yeah, just thinking about it, it's super tight, and I really want to play it again. I just want to play it now. Yeah, it's a great game.
So that's my number 9, Pipeline.
Yeah, cool. My number 8, let's see here. My number 8 is also a game from this year.
Dun, dun, dun. Let me guess.
Yeah.
Is it Paladins of the West Kingdom?
We haven't played that.
No, okay, so yeah.
It's
that's a game I saw.
Yeah, okay.
Over
But
there.
do you want to actually guess?
I'm guessing it's either Barrett or Cooper Island.
That's one of them are correct. It's a Cooper Island.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Cooper Island is my favorite of this year, like in total, but it's a crunchy game. It's so heavy, and I like that. I haven't felt like I have have accomplished so little in so long time.
It's like, moving about 2 spaces.
Tired. And you're just like, oh, how do I get money? Or how do I get points? Or if I do this and work my whole game for it, I will get 3 points. It's insane. And I really like that. I like the worker placement. It's nice that you have like, you can upgrade to the special workers that gives you like this really powerful action that gives you maybe 1 point at the end of the game. I like it.
Yeah, it's a great game. Probably one of the best films from this year.
Yes.
That was almost a spoiler. But probably one of the best films from this year. It's a really great game that I also enjoy a lot.
Yeah, cool.
For some of many of the same reasons, I'm not going to just say the same thing as you.
Yeah.
So let's go to my number 8.
Yeah, your number 8.
My number 8, I just checked it, but I have to check again. My number 8 is Small City.
Cool.
Which is a big game.
Yeah.
Ironically. It's Small City from Alban Bjorn, which makes these crazy games that just explodes my brain. I remember the first time we played Small City, I was the only one awake because we played in the middle of the night. I just read the rules. It was an amazing game, and then we played it the next day, and the other players were awake. And I don't think I won, even though I was awake. But it is a super cool game. It has some mean interaction, but it really didn't bother me too much. And I really want to play it again now. I think there's going to be a reprint, because Alban is doing reprints now of his games. He did a Clinic this year, which we're getting soon. And I think next year he's going to do a reprint of that. I don't think I need it because I have the first edition.
Yeah.
But that is one big crunchy game. It's a city building game. You're trying to build buildings, trying to not get your buildings destroyed. There's some destroying of the buildings. No, people dying. People are dying. That's it. If there's not too much pollution, the people are dying. And then you have to put them in graves, which takes place on your player board, so you'll have less place to actually build buildings. And then there's a mayor who's coming to look at your town on the way, and he's just standing there being a douchebag for a whole round, and just looking at your town like, yeah, this is a town. I can see this is a town, and you cannot build where I am because this is a town. And you can send tourists to other players to use their buildings, and it's so much stuff going on in this game, and it's such an amazing game. And my brain's just getting tired thinking about the things you can do in this game. So that's a great thing to do in a heavy game. So I love this small
doing Euro
city.
stuff.
Doing Euro stuff.
Yeah. I also remember the first time we played it.
Do you remember?
Yeah, because I didn't like it. I didn't like it because...
But you did win.
I did win.
I am pretty sure you did.
I was asleep winning. But this is also my number 7.
It is?
Yeah, it is. Almost a crossover.
So it was my number 8?
Yeah.
And your number 7?
My number 7.
That's
so I obviously also enjoyed the game.
Whoop,
yeah.
whoop.
Yeah.
So that's your number 7?
Yeah.
So it's back to me again. So I'm going to speak.
You have to check again.
Do you have anything more you want to add for Small City?
No, it's an amazing game. I really recommend you checking it out if you like city builders, because this is a crazy ride.
It is. My number 7 is a splatter game.
Oh.
It's Antiquity.
That means I haven't played it.
That's the one I was 99% sure you hadn't played, and therefore 99% wasn't on your list.
That's the only one you did. Yeah, okay, cool.
So this is a brutal game.
Okay.
I don't know if you know too much about it.
No.
You are building up. You have a player board here as well. It's to build up, and there's graves and everything in this as well. But also there's pollution on the main board. And the pollution is spreading so that you can't spread. So basically the game is punching you in the face. Every round it's like, oh, come here. And it's just punching you right down. And you're feeling like, oh, maybe I can do something now. And now you get punched in the face. And that's the feeling of this game. And I just remember the feeling. I really liked it. I'd only played it once. But it's one of those games that is so much to do, so interesting, and you choose your own scoring. So you basically, you decide which god to pray to. I'm pretty sure it is. Like for your city, your people decide, and that god has like a condition for winning.
Okay.
So you don't choose it too early, because then it's easy for people to destroy what you're going for. You try to build up and then choose it before somebody else chooses it. I'm pretty sure that's it. If people like, I'm pretty sure that's kind of the gist of it.
Can only one player choose
one god? Yeah.
Oh.
So
that's really interesting.
Yeah, I really like that. If the game wasn't like 60,000 euros to buy, I would probably buy it. But it is expensive. It's a really good game. But it's one of those games that, like our old neighbor, which is now living 2 kilometers away, he has it. So, and I know he would love to play it again. So if I want to play it, I can play it
You
with
can
him.
go there,
Yeah, so it's not really a game that I need to own because I can play it if I want to play it.
Yeah, cool. I have lots of things to add to this.
Because you haven't played it.
Yeah.
That's my number 7.
Yeah, cool.
Antiquity.
Okay, so my number 6 is it? Yeah.
Yes.
My number 6 is Madeira.
Madeira.
I
Madeira,
never
Madeira.
pronounce the name right.
We also spoke a lot about this in the last worker
Yes, we
placement
did.
video, so we don't really need to go in depth here.
No,
but
it's
you
a
can
good
add whatever
game,
you
so
want.
it's in both lists because
Yeah.
it's a heavy worker placement game. It checks all of the 2 boxes.
All of the 2 boxes.
All of the 2 boxes.
2.
I really like it. The only thing that I maybe not like is that it has like the same scoring every time. You could probably like do something similar to what you're doing strategy like wise, but
If there only was an expansion coming.
yeah. I
in
look
March.
forward to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
There is new tiles for that scoring,
Cool.
which is gonna add a lot of replayability to a game.
Okay, I'm excited for that.
It's gonna be amazing.
So that's my number 6.
That's your number 6, Madeira. Not Madura,
Madeira.
probably. My number 6 is Trickerion.
Okay, cool.
This is a game I played far too little. I would love to play it more because it is a game of being a magician. And I just remember, like, when I'm thinking about heavy games, this is one of the games I always think about first. I remember, like, the planning, trying to get to the right resources to buy a trick. And then I just remember that feeling like my fondest memory, or like the memory I remember, it's a pretty harsh memory, is when I just buy a trick and the next round, Christian is opening up, like, I'm going to get this trick. I was like, where is it? I'm like, I have it over here. And he spent all his game preparing to buy that trick, and that's kind of like the timing here.
Yeah.
If 2 people are going for the same trick, you have to see that, and that's hard, especially first time you're playing. But it's like such a super duper game, especially for the theme, and I feel like the theme is really great here, and it works like a magic theme, setting up shows and being like the extra act for the show. You can like come into the other players' performances, and I don't usually go for theme, but I really love the theme here and the crunchiness of the decisions and so few actions and so much to do. So I love Trickerion.
Yeah, cool. I don't remember much of it. I couldn't like describe it to you now, but I remember that it was a beast to play. I have only played it once though, and I didn't know what I was doing. I think maybe I was going for a trick, but then that was like the only thing I did in the game. Kinda.
Yeah, but it's so hard to get stuff done in that
I don't
game.
think I got any points.
Probably you got some, but it's a hard game, and
Yeah,
I would
it
love
is.
to play it again.
Me too.
There is an expansion, so maybe you should try to get that and play that.
Yeah, sounds good.
So that is my number 6, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My number 6, Trickerion. So we are halfway done.
Yeah, we are.
And there isn't really a lot of crossovers yet.
No, it isn't.
So let's see now, we could just
Surprisingly
basically
little.
have it reversed.
Okay.
So your number 5 is?
My number 5 is Nippon.
Nippon, yeah.
I really like Nippon. I think the what you call
Worker
it?
removing,
the removal of the workers,
Yes.
trying to match the colors and just making your own scoring.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy that. It's a super crunchy game, but it's not overwhelming. But I just really enjoy it, and I
Yes.
think it does things differently than other games
Mm-hmm.
that I've played. It's somewhat like unique, and it has a kind of special place in my heart because of that.
I love this game. I don't, for me, like personally, I don't feel it's heavy. Like, I know it's a heavy game, but this is one of those games that just works with my brain.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm really good at it, but I just like, it's just that perfect frequency, if you know what I like, not frequency, but you know what I mean, like a perfect weight. Where just my brain takes like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
This is cool. I enjoy this. Oh, that's the hardest decision, but it's not like exploding.
Yeah, I agree
So
with that.
I really, really love it, but so spoiler alert, it's not higher on my list, but it
Yeah.
is one of my favorite games of all time. Especially love that building your own scoring and playing the whole game around that, which is amazing. I want to play that game.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, but I agree that it's not one of the heaviest games on this list.
So that's your number
5.
5. Let's go to my number 5. A game that I'm almost like, this might be the game that destroys my brain the most.
Okay.
Like, this is just...
I think I know what it is.
Okay, so what do you think it is?
No, you have to
You know,
say
you have
it.
to guess now.
I don't know. I
have
don't
to
want
guess.
to be wrong.
Yeah, but you can guess.
Is it the one that actually explodes your brain the most?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because then I think I know what it is.
What is it then?
I think it's Lignum.
It is Lignum. That wouldn't have been so fun if I said it first. Like, I thought it was that. Yeah. It's more fun that you're guessing it. Yeah. So yeah, Lignum.
It's so heavy. Oh my god.
It's just like, it's a one-way street where you want to do everything because you need every single thing to be able to do anything. And then you have that guessing the players who's going to go to which forest. Do I want to be like go overboard and take all the wood, but then you're going to try that as well, and double psychology, and everything is exploding, and I'm going to try to cut up the wood and make it drier and not lose it in the winter. And in the winter I'm going to try to do something, but I can't do anything because I don't have a sledge. And then
yeah, that sums up the game, basically.
But it's so fun. Like, it's so much fun.
It's so fun.
I love this game. Like, this is a game I want to play it. Like, but it's so heavy, so it's so hard to get it to the table because it is a beast.
Yeah, you want to play it, but at the same time you don't want to.
I really need to be in the mood.
Yeah, you really need to, and it should be like not.
So good.
You want to play like fillers and easy games afterwards because your brain is done.
For a year, because I might be like exaggerating a bit, but it's an amazing game.
Yeah, I think
and it's so heavy, and it's boom, 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 but it's alive.
This is like the definition of heavy games.
Yeah, and I don't like. There's just
this
everything
like
feels
heaviness in a nutshell.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
With heaviness.
With heaviness, that's
and
my
fun.
number 5. So your number 4 is
my
what?
number 4 is Brass Birmingham.
It's a good game.
It's a great game. I was really unsure.
There's so many good games on this list.
Yes, it is.
Like people, and especially since we have so few crossovers so far, people getting so much bang for the buck.
Go.
Yeah, like so many games to play. If you haven't played these games, go play everyone.
This, you could basically say that I'm putting Lancashire here too, because that is also an amazing game, and there have some similarities, but I think that you could on both of them. We do.
Yes.
And I'm not always in the mood for
beer,
and that's true, because that's an extra aspect in Birmingham that you have to like take into account, and that also makes it a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
Why that is the game that I brought to this list, but choosing which cards you're going to use for what, and when you're going to take a loan, and what you're going to do this round, so that you're not lost player next turn, but still got to do the things you gotta do. It's heavy and it's so great.
It is. I don't feel that it's super heavy. Like for me,
it works with your brain.
Yeah, it's one of those games that I love planning. I can plan like 4 or 5 turns in advance.
You're a person like that, okay?
Because I need to do that in this game, because you need to be able to see like, okay, so there's only like, maybe I'm going to play 10 actions in half of the game. So I need to know that the first action makes me end up where I'm going to get the points. And also this tactical choices, like seeing, oh, there's a lot of less iron now, so I have to put out an iron forge. Cool. And the interaction here is super good. Like the interaction here is what makes it so good, which is one of the reasons I like it more with 3 and 4 players. They have put the board, makes the board smaller with fewer players, but I like it more with more players.
I agree.
So yeah, that's your number 4.
Yep.
Brass Birmingham, a superb game. So many good games. Oh, this list is good.
It is.
My number 3 is gonna go quick. It's not my number 3. It's number 4.
It's number 4.
Oh, spoiler alert! My number 3 has been on your list. So number 4 is a heavy game.
Oh.
And it's a cannon of fun.
Okay.
So do you know which game this is now?
Oh, it could be many.
No, it's where that phrase came to be.
No, I don't remember.
It's a fun cannon. It's a cannon of fun.
I don't remember.
Fun.
Yeah, but I don't remember where it...
It's Feudum.
Okay, cool.
Feudum is a beast. It's a game that takes an hour to explain and 3 hours to play. It's a game that, when you first understand it, it doesn't feel super heavy, but there's just so many rules. This is one of those games where the rules make it super heavy because there is like so much stuff and everything works together. Like if you do this, then that happened, this fall over here, and you have to move that from there and do this. And then there comes a monster on the board, and he's gonna go and kill somebody, and you go over here and you are in a guild and you want to be in that guild because now I get that possibility over here. And if I have 2 guilds in that guild and 2 one in here game and 2 guilds over here in that guild, then a sea serpent is coming and you're gonna fly around in a machine, and then you're gonna walk around and you get points and you try to win.
I really like your explanation of this game. Should we play it? Because I haven't played this game.
Have you not played Furum?
No, I haven't. So
have you not played Furum?
No, I haven't.
Are you complete? What?
No, I haven't.
Did you?
Because
played it without me. I played this when you weren't living here.
Yes,
and then so we didn't get to play this because I played it quite a few times, and when you came home, it was just to. Did you play this with 2 players? No, I played it with somebody else.
Yeah, you did.
Wow, I was completely
cheating, boss.
I was completely sure that you had played it.
No, I haven't, and now that is so high on the list. We have to play it now.
Yeah. It's very good.
I want to see what I've been missing.
It is so heavy. Like it is like if I'm gonna explain it now again, probably gonna take the first time I explained it.
It was so fast.
It took an hour and 20 minutes.
When you explain it
an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh my god! We watched someone play this game at a con. How much time did they use?
They spent around 8 hours.
It's insane.
But they learned the rules from the rule book. And,
but I think that gives like a picture of how massive the game is.
Yeah, but the game is like, as I said, when you learn the rules, the game flows pretty quick.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like those. It isn't like every decision isn't super heavy, like in the games where you have like super few actions. Here you have more actions, but it is a very, very good game, and that is my number 4. Feudum.
Cool.
So your number 3.
Cool. My
Top
number
3 heavy games.
Yeah, my number 3. We've already played. We already played this.
It's not one we haven't played yet. It's the one
We've already spoken about this, and now I also know our top 2, I think. My number 3 is Mirms. No, I'm just kidding. Mirms is also a super heavy game. But
what kind of joke was that? Like a super intern joke.
Yeah, it is.
I enjoyed it. You didn't.
You don't. My number 3 is Lignum.
Lignum, yeah. Okay. Already spoke about that.
Yeah, we did.
Let's go to my number 3. This list always goes quicker in the end.
Yes, it does.
So my number 3 then is Madeira.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So your number 2.
This goes really fast.
No, because you're wrong.
Okay, I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, am I wrong?
Yes, you are. Number 2.
I'm sorry. This is surprising. Okay, my number 2 is A Feast for Odin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, me too.
It's a great game.
This is a game from Uwe Rosenberg. I'm hesitating now because it doesn't feel like a Uwe Rosenberg game. And
it doesn't.
I don't know.
Like,
it's no farming
almost
in there.
all of his games are
it's no farming in there.
Tetris style games nowadays, so
yeah,
it really feels like a Uwe Rosenberg game that way.
But it's an amazing game with like 150,000 action spaces.
64.
And also very many possibilities and strategies to choose from. And you can't choose and you just try to choose something and just like, but I want to do all of it. And I think it's really nice. That's my review of the game.
Yeah, it's not on my list.
It isn't?
No.
What the...
It is one of my all-time favorite games.
But it is heavy.
But I don't feel like it's as heavy as the other games on my list.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
I know this is a heavy game.
This
is
like, really interesting.
It doesn't feel like it feels like a pure worker placement game. There is choices. There's a lot of choices.
Now just
but there's
what is
really,
your number 2?
There's really like not. I don't know. I don't feel like this is super heavy.
I think this is heavy. I think
it is heavy.
I think that every time I'm going to put out a worker, like almost every time, I have to think like 3 times. Mm-hmm. Like, what was my plan again? Okay, if I use 1 there, I have 3 left for that, and I have 2 left for that. But you did that one that I wanted. Mm-hmm. I have to like fight with my brain to try to get. So the fewest negative points that I can, I feel like, and this is definitely for me a heavy game, but
and it's heavy. It's just like it might have been, I don't remember correctly, but it might have been like number 11 or number 12. because it is super heavy and it is one of my favorite games of all time.
But this is really interesting. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is...
This is surprising.
Yeah, that's always fun. My number 2 is Lisboa.
Okay, cool.
And that was... You thought that was number 1, right?
Yeah, I wasn't sure which order.
Which order? Lisboa, we tell us amazing game. So much stuff happening. And yeah, it's your number 1 as well, right?
Of course.
It's your number 1. So
it's an amazing game.
It is.
I feel like I don't need to play it for a little while because we recently played it.
Yes.
And there's some games that I'm just like, oh, this is longer since I played. I really want to play that. That's not what I'm craving right now, but still, a game that will always stay in our collection. And I'm not always in the mood to play it because it's heavy, but it's always fun.
But you are not always in the mood to play any of the games on this list.
That's true.
This isn't the I would always play this any game of the week list. But yeah, Lisboa, my number 2. It's super good game. Yeah. Rebuilding Lisboa, the theme here is pretty cool. I don't care so much about the theme here, but
this is actually a cool thing.
Yeah, and it looks amazing, and it's so cool that you play a card, do an action, draw a new card.
And it's so tight in the start, like how do I get more in than I'm giving out? It's so heavy like in the beginning, and then you're just like, I have 20 money now, I have 30, I have 50, let's just do all of the things. It's cool.
So my number 1 is another game we don't own. It is
okay, cool.
It is a quintessential heavy game. Like it has been called Spreadsheet the Game.
Okay, now I know what it is.
So my number 1 is Arkwright.
Yes.
Which is such a fun game. Yeah. And it's so heavy and it's so crunchy and there's so much stuff going on and you cannot do anything and you're trying to sell one piece of cutlery before somebody else sells that piece of cutlery to that one customer, and then you don't get to sell it and you saute one thing wrong and you spend the whole game trying to sell that one contract, and or else you will just lose everything. And it's great.
Yeah.
I only played it like 3 times, I think, but it is one of those games. I would love to own it because it is one of those games I would love the possibility to just pick out and play. The same neighbor has that game, so that's the reason I haven't bought it. Yeah. But it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a really great game. I've only played it once. I remember just it's chaotic, but you'll get through it. And you'll get through it. You're trying to enjoy it, but you're kind of distracted by all of the things that you have to do. I think it's a great game.
Do you feel like this is on the edge of being too much work for you?
Yeah, maybe I think, but it's a long time since we played it. I don't remember
I would love to play it again.
Yeah.
So that's my number 1, Arkwright.
Yeah, cool.
And that's the list.
That's the list. That's a lot of great games.
It is. So
it's so few crossovers.
Yeah,
it's surprising.
Absolutely, and that is also cool because that makes even more interesting list and more for people to watch.
Yeah.
So that is the end of the video, right?
It is.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so right now by clicking the subscribe button and clicking the bell button to get notifications when we make new videos. I'm Johannes.
And I'm Sunniva.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.